Tom was running with all his might so as to meet Uncle John in the office. He ran across the road, and people were wondering that he might be a thief. They cleared the road, expecting to see a policeman running after him so they could chase, but they were disappointed. He didn't care what people thought, as far as he got what he wanted. Hence, he ran the more.
He reached the office gate and was disappointed when the gutman refused him from entering because of his mode of dressing. He was confused and started begging. Then he remembered something. He dipped this hand into his pocket and brought out a Naira note which he had collected as change from the conductor. He pointed it to the gutman, and he was surprised when the gate was flung open and the men saluted him. He grinned and entered. People, he wondered. He got to the reception only to meet another obstacle in the secretary. On reaching the secretary's office, he glanced at her and noticed that she was a beautiful lady in her teens. Thinking she would be kind, he coughed. "Good day, I'd like to see the Oro, my uncle." "Who is your uncle?" She eyed him and faced her work. "He's dark, yes, his name is Uncle John. He is tall." He looked rather hopeful. "I don't know him as Uncle John. Rather, still, you better mention his surname and what he does here." Tom was pacing up and down and did as if he was feeling uncomfortable. He wanted to see his uncle. He didn't even know his surname. The secretary was amazed, she murmured to herself. She coughed to break the silence. "Do you mind if I call the security? You know what I mean," she told Tom. "Oh, no, I'll just tell him Tom wants to see him," he answered because he was afraid. The secretary was shocked. He could be a thief because she had heard about many tricks they play on people who are not brave. She saw that he was not at ease. "The toilet is over there," she pointed to a passage. "No, I'm all right. Actually, I'm from the village. There's a message that needs to be passed across immediately to my uncle. Please let me see him. Actually, he is not my real uncle, but my master in the village. And here's a message from his mother," he concluded. She quickly phoned her boss. "I'm sorry, the boss will like to see you." At last, Tom was full of joy to see Uncle John. He entered looking rather terrible. "Tom, I was worried when I received the call. What are you doing here? How is the village? I hope Mama is fine." He looked at Tom, who uttered nothing. "What is wrong, Tom?" Still no answer. "Is this boy now crazy?" he wondered. "Sit down, say something," he urged Tom. But his mouth was too heavy to say a word. He swallowed, yet he was unable to talk. "Are you hungry?" asked Uncle John. "Uncle," he spoke at last. "Yes?" He listened attentively. "It is Mama, oh. She is dying in the village. She can't eat. She will neither talk nor move. We have all tried our best. Even we've tried Dr. Brown, the tongue healer. He tried his best, but to no avail. We considered Dr. Smith the molder, yet no result," he concluded. "She can't move?" "But I saw her only 2 months ago," he spoke softly. 2 months ago? What about the letters we sent?" asked Tom, shocked. "When? To who?" "Wait, but let's go to the village first. Then we can settle that of letter later," John said. John and Tom rushed to his Peugeot 504 saloon car, and he zoomed off in high speed. When he reached the village, he entered into the bungalow he built for his mother. He entered his mother's room and found a juju man sitting beside her applying some balm. "Good day," he greeted the juju man. Then he looked at his dying mother. "Mama, what is wrong?" "Tom, call your friends and let us carry Mama to the hospital," shouted John. "Ah, don't worry," she spoke softly. "Woman, so you can speak, and you have been wasting my time here pretending," shouted the juju man. But the dying woman paid no attention to him. John, my God will protect you. I'm on my final journey now, and I want you to be kind and polite. But you will overcome your enemies, I know that. Your wife, her voice dropped. John looked downcast. Tom entered the room and shouted, cried, and slapped himself, even biting himself. Mama is dead! Oh, a kind mother with a kind heart! He couldn't believe it. He banged his fists amidst tears. The juju man left the room. His eyes were red. John looked up and shouted, Never, never, no, Mama, you cannot die! He woke up from his sleep and steadied himself, only to realize that it was a dream. So it's all a dream, he shouted. His wife woke up terrified. What is it? She cried. It's a dream, a bad one.
Honey.
At once, he narrated
all right?
the dream to her.
What's wrong?
Sleep,
It
my
was
dear.
just a dream.
It's just a dream. She tried to calm him down. A dream. Since these past years, you've not noticed that I am a good dreamer. I'm afraid Mama is dying, John said dejectedly. So you don't believe me anymore? John cried. Believe indeed. Was it not 7 months ago that you dreamt that you were carrying a baby boy? And where is he now? She cried. Okay, I agree. But I must go and see Mama. He looked afraid. Oh, it's already midnight. Have a good sleep so you may function well at my brother's wedding tomorrow. She patted him on the back. I'm checking Mama tomorrow. I have this strange feeling. He stood up and sat down again. You don't love me, she cried. How would I love you? Whenever I bring up my mother's case, you just find an excuse to dismiss it. Why do you hate my mother? Is she not your mother also? Asked John, sweating. Still sobbing, Kate managed to talk. How would I like her? She is the one behind all our problems. Which problem? Tell me if you don't want to get a slap. She has not been bothering you, has she? John was a handsome young man. Since his marriage to Kate a few years back, they have not been blessed with a child. You're wicked. Why is it that you want to visit Mama tomorrow, which is my brother's wedding? You want to disgrace me? Instead of you to go there and prove yourself as a good brother-in-law and join in the celebration, you are talking about your mother. How many times have I talked about my parents to you, even though they are still living? She cried and threw pillows at her husband. That's your problem. You don't wish to talk about them. I don't even think you are the true child of your parents. He walked out of the room, sweating profusely.
That's your problem. You don't wish to talk about them. I don't even think you are the true child of your parents.
He walked out of the room, sweating profusely. Oh, so I can expect such words from you. Don't worry, I'll pack out. She slammed the wardrobe door. Do whatever you want. I care less. Thank God there are many fishes in the ocean, he shouted back at her. Kate cried until she was tired and could not cry again. She blew her nose. John entered the room facing the other side after jumping on the bed. They both kept silent until they heard a chirping voice. A creature jumped on John and he was struggling with it, only to find out that it was a cockroach. Bitch! He cried. Kate did not know when she started jumping and later jumped on John. She was shy and quickly let her body go. She was laughing with all the strength she could muster. Suddenly, Kate fell from the bed, and it was now John's turn to laugh. He laughed and practiced all the mimicking he could muster. That was the life John and Kate lived. It's just a little thing that starts their fight, and a little thing also that ends it. But at a particular time, if they mean it, nobody could make them come together. They soon started chatting, and John heeded his wife's appeal to attend her brother's wedding. Okay, I'll attend the wedding tomorrow and visit Mama next tomorrow at dawn. But don't you think you would be tired? No need. You can go. She kept quiet for some reasons. The next morning, Kate went to the bathroom, washed her face, and scrubbed her body with sponge. She dressed gorgeously, and the funniest part of it? She dressed her husband. John folded his arms, crossed his legs, and stood still, watching his wife dressing him up. He smiled as she wore the native cap for him. Turning it to one side, John turned it to another side. They both laughed. Kate's attire was a pink iro and buba, with splashes of white here and there. She brought out the aso oke, which was the aso ebi for the occasion. It was made of silk. The colors were blue and pink. She also brought out her new shoes and bag. The color was royal blue. She put them all on and was pleased with herself. The pendulum wall clock struck 9. They hurried up, and soon a decorated car came to pick them. The ceremony was elaborate. There was plenty to eat and drink. Children were roaming about, picking food from the serving tables placed at strategic places. They ate, what they had not tasted in the past months. John and his wife left the party in the early hours of the morning. They went to their room in the hotel and slept off. He was shocked when he woke up the next afternoon. He shouted, "Don't you know you are in a hotel? People are jubilating downstairs." Kate covered his mouth. "I don't care about anything. Ooh!" He removed his lips by force. "How could you sleep like Jonah?" he hissed. Kate didn't mind him, and she did as if she was dumb. John washed his face, got dressed, and went outside, where he saw that it was still jam-packed with cars. How could he go to the village without his car? His car was right in the middle. He went to his room, looking pale. The next day, John went to the village at dawn. He saw people in groups in front of the house he dreamt about. As he was wondering what could have happened, Tom met him and threw the bombshell. "Mama is no more. She passed away at midnight." He burst out crying. Truly, a beloved one is gone, thought John.